How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading with the prices going up or down. Custodian bank membership denied for ties with crypto market, says US Fed. The United States Federal Reserve released an 86-page report on March 24th detailing the reasons for denying Custodian Bank's application for membership in January. This included the bank's involvement in the crypto space. After saying a week ago that Signature and SBB buyers can be in the crypto space. Kinda two-sided. Those concerns are further elevated with respect to Custodian because it is an uninsured depository institution seeking to focus almost exclusively on offering products and services related to the crypto asset sector, which presents heightened illicit finance and safety and soundness risks. Based on the Fed's purview, Custodia has not yet developed a sufficient risk management framework for its proposed crypto asset related activities, nor has it addressed the highly correlated risks associated with the undiversified business model. Further, if the board were to approve Custodia's membership application, it would prohibit Custodia from engaging in a number of novel and unprecedented activities it proposes to conduct, at least until such time as these activities conducted as principle are permissible for national banks. So basically, when they have control of CBDCs and that's what crypto is, then they will let the banks be in crypto, they're saying. Venezuela regulator shuts down some cryptocurrency exchanges and mining farms. From crypto paradise to crypto chaos, the situation for cryptocurrency enthusiasts in Venezuela has been anything but good in recent days. Following the arrest of José Ramirez and President Nicolas Maduro's order to restructure the country's crypto regulatory agency, every day has brought bad news for the national crypto ecosystem. Most recently, the new superintendent of crypto assets is apparently unhappy with the way the industry has developed, and ordered the closure of all cryptocurrency exchanges registered in Venezuela with Venezuela's National Superintendency of Crypto Assets, SUNACRIP, the country's crypto regulator. We believe that private companies should not be blamed for what is happening inside the regulatory body, that we should promote the full activation of all cryptocurrency operations in the country. Alvarez added that we are preparing a list of propositions to be delivered soon to SunCrypt and Dr. Annabelle Pierre. Just before the crackdown, it is also announced that SunCrypt also ordered the closure of large cryptocurrency mining farms operating in several states in Venezuela. A SUNACRIP called for a review of these actions, knowing that the vast majority of the mining firms were operational and complied with all the necessary permits. So, even though everyone had what they needed, they were shut down. It is important to emphasize that the SUNCRIP has not ordered the cessation of Venezuelan exchanges operations. So, a lot of things happening. So, mining firms and crypto exchanges have been shut down in Venezuela, except for like one exchange that is actually inside of Venezuela. Bitcoin liquidity hits 10-month low amid US banking crisis. The closure of Silvergate's SEN and Signature Signet network in early March has exposed the crypto market to low liquidity risks. Poor liquidity around assets lead to market inefficiency and can also cause serious volatility and deter sophisticated investors from placing trades. Kakio's head of research, Clara Medil, told Decrypt that the current situation is pretty dangerous and could manifest in massive price volatility in both directions. A drop in liquidity certainly helps traders to the upside, but there is always eventually a downside, says Mattel. The moment the buying pressure subsides, anything can happen to price. And then it just goes on about a bunch of other things. So this is just pointing out that we're getting less on-ramps and it's harder to get money into the crypto space safely. So it's harder to have people trading and see price stabilize and stay at. It's easier to see it drop because you only need to attack like one exchange. Over on the daily, we're pretty flat here. Momentum's coming down, stochastic's coming down, and RSI's coming down. Money flow and VWAP are both pretty flat. Over on the 4 hour, we're inside a descending triangle. You can see we pretty much peaked out and we've come back in. This could drag us down to about 26k. So Stochastic's trying to recover, VWAP's trying to recover, momentum's trying to come up. My flow's overall coming down, but it's trying to recover. So the 4 hours trying to get some recovery here. Over on the 2 hours, Stochastic is starting to head up, RSI is starting to head up, my flow's starting to come up, our VWAP is trying to cross bullish, momentum's coming up, we're making higher lows even though prices made lower lows, so slight bullish divergences. Over on the 1 hour, those divergences are highlighting, but my flow's overall in the bearish zone. Stochastic's trying to come up, but RSI is losing. VWAP could round off here, and maybe our money flow and momentum would round out too then. So overall not looking too good. So we could fill this area pretty well. We're not going to look at the futures because they don't. We've already looked at the gaps. We're still in this pattern for graph here that we've been in for the last few days. So Stochastic's heading down, RSI's heading down. Momentum and money flow are coming down. Our VWAP is rejecting. Over on the 4 hour, our money flow is coming out. Our VWAP's trying to come up, Stochastic's trying to make a bounce. Our RSI's trying to bounce off the neutral zone. Our momentum's trying to curl up. So 4 hours trying to recover. The 2 hour momentum is pretty beat down. Money flow's coming out. VWAP's coming down, trying to recover. Stochastic's heading up, RSI's heading up. Overall, we're pretty beat down. The 1 hour, we're well into the bearish zone for our money flow. Our VWAP's heading up, Stochastic and RSI are heading up. Our momentum wave is trying to head up as well. So we're trying to recover here, but we're well into bearish territory. Over on Anchor, we are falling from our little channel here, so we're into our bigger macro channel, so we are rejecting from the point of control, so it's likely we'll head to the value area low. So Stochastic's heading down, RSI's heading down, money flow's bearish, momentum and VWAP are bearish as well and breaking pretty hard. Over on the 4 hour, money flow is bearish, so we're likely bearish on all time frames here, which would be a very bad sign for Anchor. It'd be very likely we'll see that 2.5 cent area play out. Momentum's coming down, VWAP's trying to make a bullish cross, and RSI's trying to head up. So we are trying to make a push up, but overall we're pretty bearish. RSI's falling, Stochastic's trying to head up. Our money flow is trying to cross bullish on the 2 hour. If we zoom in, you can see just a slight peak. So look if that holds over the next couple hours or not. Momentum is getting a green dot, so if that confirms with that cross, that could be a good sign. That could help push the 4 hour and daily into more bullish territory. Over on the 1 hour, we're well into bearish territory for money flow. VWAP's curling, Stochastic's heading up, and our RSI is starting to bend. Momentum is trying to head up though, so we're kind of mixed here. Overall, we're more bearish than bullish. Over for XRP, we're still just kind of making inside this range we've been in. Just trying to make a flag, so it's likely we could head up from here. My flow is trying to head up on the daily, but we are overall in the bearish territory. Why did it take us there? So Stochastic's heading down, RSI's trying to head up though. We're trying to make a recovery. Momentum's kind of curling. Our VWAP did try to break bearish, but is kind of flat above the bullish area. So if that can curl away and start to gain, that would be a positive sign. Over on the 4 hour, we have bearish cross on our Stochastic and RSI is heading down, so that's not a good sign. But our money flow is bullish and pretty well into the bullish territory right now. VWAP is looking like we'll get a short-term, medium-term cool-off, and our momentum is kind of rounding out as well, so we might take a little bit of a breather and then come back up. Over on the 2 hour, stochastic's coming down, RSI is heading down, momentum's coming down with a red dot, but money flow overall is still bullish. VWAP did break bearish and is heading down, so medium term we are heading down, and there are some signals that we could get some more downside. Over on the 1 hour, our stochastic looks like we could get a bullish cross. Money flow is testing that neutral zone, so we'll want to look for a bounce and see if it holds. VWAP's heading down, we'll need that to start to curl from here, and our RSI is heading down as well. So the 1 hour we could see some bearish play out if we don't make a bounce right here. We do have a manipulation X2 that could drag us lower. Finally, over on algo, we are heading to our value area low. This is where we would expect to bounce if we're going to make a move back up. Our money flow is trying to curl, VWAP's trying to curl, our momentum's still coming down, stochastic's coming down, and our RSI is pretty flat. Over on the 4 hour, money flow did try to break bearish, and it did kind of make a bullish cross up, so that is a good sign. Stochastic's heading out, RSI is heading up, our momentum did get a red dot, but we are pumping right now, so if we get a green dot to invalidate that, that would be a good sign. Not a very big pump. Over on the 2 hour, our stochastic's heading up, RSI is trying to head up with it. Money flow is trying to cross bullish, so see where this lands in the next few candles. VWAP's trying to head back up, our momentum's trying to head back up as well. So we are trying to get some life here. Momentum has bullish divergences on the 1 hour that's flashing, but our money flow is in the bearish territory here. Stochastic's heading up, RSI is trying to head up, so watch for that stochastic to head up and hold. So overall we're looking pretty bearish, not too good, and Bitcoin does have a pattern that can break us down. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a wonderful night.